Hello and welcome. Today we are going to be doing a mac and cheese. This is a simple recipe with only a few really essential ingredients. Obviously for one, definitely pasta. And then we're going to be making a roux, which a roux is a thickening agent that consists of butter and flour. Equal parts butter and flour, so if you have 1 cup flour, you're going to need 1 cup of butter. You'll melt the butter, and then you will add in your flour and mix it. And it's kind of going to come together, and it's going to create like this wet sand consistency. We're going to use a dairy product. So for us, we have milk, just 1%. You could use heavy cream or 2%. And then we're going to have our cheese. So for this, we're using cheddar cheese. I'm going to be baking it, so I'll have like breadcrumbs and those kind of things. So this way it's going to go into the oven, but you could just do it and not bake it. Just make regular pasta and your cheese sauce, add them together, and then you could have regular mac and cheese. So let's get into it. Okay, so first things first, we have our water on. Our water's on the back over here. We are going to start making our roux. So I'll do this in the smaller pot, and then this medium pot is actually going to be for our milk. So I'm going to pour about 2 cups of milk in here. This is for our sauce. If we need more, then we'll be able to have more. And you can do this at a high flame, and it'll be perfectly fine. So in our medium bowl, we want more of or our small bowl, sorry. We want low to medium heat. We're going to add our butter in there. So this is about a 1/4 cup of butter. And this is for our roux. So this is going to be the butter and flour. I have my whisk for this, and I'm just going to mix up here. So our water is up to a boil. For our pasta, we want to make sure that we do salt the water beforehand. And for this recipe, I'm going to use these small shells here, but you could use whatever type of pasta you want. And I'm just going to add the whole box into there, and then just give it a little bit of a stir. So, pasta, our water, and I already salted it. So for this, I'm also going to be adding a little bit of cream cheese, and then cheddar cheese on top of that. The cream cheese, I like to do it because it gives you a little bit of a tang to it. I have this sun-dried tomato cream cheese, which is actually going to go really well with the flavor that we're trying to get here. So our butter is melted, so now we're going to add our flour. So like I said, equal parts. So that was about 1/4 cup. So I'm going to add about 1/4 cup of flour, and then if I need to add more, I can add more. And I'm just going to bring in a little flour to start, and I'm going to mix it. And if I need to add more butter, I can add more butter too. You can kind of really do this by eye, but you want it to really try to be close as you can to equal parts here. So that's the consistency you're looking for here. It's starting to come together and make a paste. You want to make sure you cook out the flour, or else you're going to taste it. So kind of continuing to let that cook on its own. Mix again every once in a while to incorporate it. A roux, again, which is an equal part of butter and flour. Has 3 different stages. There's a blonde roux, which is just cooking it for about a minute or so. Right to here, there's about a medium, which is going to give you a little bit more of like a nuttier taste. And then there's a dark roux, and the dark roux is really, really nutty, has great flavor to it. But for this, since we're doing kind of, we're adding it to milk, and we're going to be doing it for mac and cheese, we don't want it to get too much color. But I do want to make sure that we cook out that flour. Okay, so that's pretty much what we're looking for there. It's cooked out, we got a little bubbles. Now I'm going to come over to our milk and just give this a little bit of a stir here. We want to make sure we stir all the way at the bottom of this pot. If we don't, you're going to almost burn the milk, and you don't want to do that. We're going to stir here. Gotta make sure we don't forget about our pasta. Let that continue to cook. And then we're gonna add our roux a little at a time. We want it to thicken up. It will thicken up from our cheese too, when we add that in there. But this roux here is gonna do most of the thickening. Now I'm going to lower my temp here, since we're starting to kind of boil over with our milk, and we don't want to burn it at all. I want to try to get as much of this roux as I can out of this little pot. I'm going to take this off the heat, and you can tell it's already starting to thicken here. So if I take my spatula, it's a little thicker, so that's perfect. It's literally what we're looking for. So I'm going to turn off my heat here, since we're pretty much good on heat, and I'm going to add my cream cheese. So this is a sun-dried tomato cream cheese. It's not sweetened or anything, so it's going to be perfect for this. And I want to make sure I mix this right in and make sure it gets incorporated. This is going to give us a lot of richness in here, and it's also going to give us a really good tang. And even though it is orange in color, when we add our cheddar cheese, it's not going to change. It's going to really go well with that cheddar cheese that we have. So, and the cheddar cheese I want to add a little bit at a time, and mix it as I go. So again, the temp is off on this. I did turn the temperature off at the bottom, just because the cream or milk mixture that I have here is already high enough, and I don't want it to burn or get too hot, so I turned off the heat. A couple different variations of this. You can add like a spice, so if you wanted to make it like a buffalo style or something, you can add whether it's some kind of hot sauce. And then you can also do like chicken. You can add chicken to this as well. You can, beforehand, you could sweat down some onions and garlic and fold that right in with the whole thing right as you add your pasta, and that will give you a really good flavor and some other textures in there with onions and maybe some garlic in there as well. You could even do broccoli if you wanted to. Blanch broccoli beforehand and add it in there. That would really, really give you a lot of great flavor as well. So I'm just adding a little bit more cream cheese in here. I'm all set with the cheddar cheese. I don't need any more of that. And then if I think this is a little too thick, I can just simply add a little bit of pasta water right in here. The starchiness from the pasta water won't thin this out too much, but it'll give it, we'll be able to add a little bit as we go and be able to find a really good consistency that we're looking for. So I will add a pinch of salt just to balance this out. So there is our cheese sauce, and our pasta is just about ready to come off. And simply all you have to do is just take this off the pasta and just try it. Perfect. So I'm going to drain the pasta, we'll mix it together, and we'll start working on this one in the oven. So here we have our pasta. I drained it. And our cheese sauce, I'm going to pour this right in here. I'm just going to literally just pour the whole thing right in there. And just try to scrape this out as best I can. Just like that. And I'm going to mix this together. Like I said, if you wanted to stop here, you absolutely could, and just make regular mac and cheese. Just scoop this right into a bowl, and this would be perfect. So I'm just continually mixing this, making sure it's all incorporated and it's evenly coated. And then I'm going to pour this right into our baking pan. Just a glass pan. I didn't have to put any butter or any spray in here or anything to make sure it's not going to stick. It's perfectly fine as it is. I'm then going to add my breadcrumbs right over it, and I'm just going to coat it in the breadcrumbs. Nice even coating. Try to get all the sides around here. And then what I like to do is I like to just tilt it. Just to shake it around. And then I'm going to add just a little more cheese on top. This is the cheese here will also get some color when I go in the oven and burn a little bit as well. And you don't need to put any plastic wrap on it or foil before you put it in the oven because the pasta is already cooked and the sauce is already cooked. So you're just doing this to get some color. And we'll put this in a preheated oven. So I already turned on my oven. It's at 350, and I'm gonna cook it until it's golden brown. Probably maybe like 10-15 minutes. But as always, everyone's oven is a little bit different, so it might take a little bit longer time, or it might be faster. Hello. So I just pulled out the mac and cheese out of the oven. We can see it was starting to get some color in here. So now we're just going to cut it. So I'm going to come around here. Just kind of loosen them off the sides. There we go. So here's our mac and cheese. Again, so what we did was we put water on, salt, salted that water, added our pasta, the whole box. I then melted butter, added flour, equal parts, mixed it together to make that blonde roux, equal parts flour and water. Flour and butter, sorry. And then I heated up my milk, kept the temp a little bit on the medium side, and continually whisked it so it wouldn't scald or burn at the bottom. And then I added the roux to the milk. I added cream cheese to that, and then I added cheddar cheese. Continued to mix it, tossed it all together, put it in our pan, and then sprinkled on some breadcrumbs, and then added a little cheese on top. Baked it for about 15 minutes, and that was it. So, I hope you enjoy. Thank you for stopping in. See you next time.